From inside Tropicana Field here in Tampa Bay, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up. And starting this one, Shane McClanahan. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all 4 of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with 3 if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the 2nd and 3rd time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
And we're underway here in the home opener. Tap dances out of the way of that one. Hit hard on the ground to short. Over to first. 1 out in the top of the 1st.
That accepted the first baseman, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Check swing. He held up. And that's ball 1. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And there are 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. That'll bring up JT Realmuto. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Man on second, 2 down. Swings and misses, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 1st, and today's starter, Zach Wheeler. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Booth. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. At the plate, Cedric Mullins. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
Nope, that's a ball.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now it's going to be Junior Caminero. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Got him. Strikes out the side. Back here in Tampa Bay, and now for the Phillies, Edmundo Sosa. The other way. Reaching down, makes the catch. McClanahan goes 6 feet 3 inches, 210 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2018. Second inning here, no score. And they'll do it again. Another 1-2. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now it's Alec Bohm. That clips the corner. And a foul ball. Man at first, one away. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Simpson gets under it. 2 away. Otto Kent will hit next.
Number 4, Otto Kent.
Simpson on his way over. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Bottom of the second. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Late with the swing there.
Ball 1.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just
Batting
cruising
fifth,
along.
The first baseman, number 8,
That's in there. It's 0-1. Swings through the sweeper. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
The right fielder,
Jake Fraley next to hit for the Rays. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Ball 1.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball 2.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Well, here we go. Top of the third. Scoreless game.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Swing and a pop-up. One down.
Ball, that pitch is out.
He's
Inside
just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but So many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
The 2-1. Line drive. Makes the catch for the second out. So Harper stands in. The first overall pick back in 2010. Tap foul at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. And that one hammered. That's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but
ouch,
perfect.
that one got him. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. His first at bat was a strikeout. Runner edges away at second.
That's
good
ball
spot
2.
for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 2-1. And that skips into dirt. Top of the third, no score. Swing and a miss and a slider.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
And that'll load the bases.
Perfect.
Well, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Fouls away the first offering. And there's the ball. Hit in the air out towards left center field. Pretty well struck. Can't make the play, and this could clear the bases. Here comes Schwarber around third. The relay, safe. He beats it.
Wow, what a clutch moment in this ball game. One swing, and he unloads the bases. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball, and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Not in time. He's safe.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking. Like that, you have to.
Now on the mound for the Rays, Cole Sulser.
Well, we need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
To third. Save. Not in time to get him, and it's first and third with 2 away.
A couple of singles back-to-back. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it. Just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. 2-out opportunity for him with runners on the corners. That one missing inside. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. In the air, right field, Fraley under it, and that's the third out. As we go to the last of the third, and stepping in for the Rays, Nick Fortes. Swings through that one for strike one.
Well, these Rays, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Swing and a miss. He
Batting
struck
eight,
him out. 7 in a row by way of the K.
I'm sure it's at least something they've chatted about in the dugout. Coming into this one, that was probably the game plan. Attack early in the count, but doesn't seem to be working out the way they wanted to. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
Swings and misses, struck him out. He's
Batting
now
nine,
struck out
the
8 in a row. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Taylor Walls.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
And it's fouled away.
Got
Ball,
close
that's
to the
too high.
immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
Fans another, and that's back here at Tropicana Field as we go to the top of the 4th. Justin Crawford stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. That one's back. He brought it back.
What an outstanding effort, going all the way back to the warning track and leaving his feet to bring that one in. It's so tough to jump on the run like that and time it perfectly, so that was awesome.
Here's a 2-0. And
That's
another
ball 3.
ball. Right through there for a strike. Ripped to short. Gets it to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Up next for
2 outs, base is empty. Bryce Harper, the next to hit.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Ball.
And it's through for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
That one in the dirt. Ball 2.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Caminero to second, and he's out. They don't come much closer than that. Bottom 4 as the Rays come up to hit.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Short of the bunt and missed it, and the count is 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. 10 straight strikeouts. Wow.
The center fielder, that's ready.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. The Phils leading by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Ball.
And that is in for a strike. 1-2. Stays alive. And there it is. It's 11 consecutive strikeouts. History on display. What a moment. Caminero at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And he dodges that fastball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He can't be. Back now in Tampa Bay. New inning getting started. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies.
You know, these Phils really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they...
This ball is hammered deep center field. Way back there. On its way. Out of here. A solo shot. New arm out of the bullpen. Mason Engler.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Pop foul out of play off to the right.
And if you're a manager or a hitting coach, you love to see your guys really fighting for every at-bat, every pitch. It tells you a lot about how they showed up to the ballpark today.
In plenty of time to first, 1 away here in the 5th. In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. Engler, in his 2nd season, he features a changeup, a 4-seamer, a cutter, a sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve. One, 2 now. Throws to first in time.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Diving, makes the grab. Back here in Tampa Bay. At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz.
Well, these Rays just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt. But it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
In the dirt, ball 2.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
That's ball 3.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game.
Ball 1.
The Rays still looking for their first hit in this one.
That's ball 2.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Next offering clips the zone count even at 2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3. Now here is Jake Fraley.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Right through there for a strike.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 2 down, nobody on. And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. Real Muto to first. That ends the inning. Back here at Tropicana Field, and now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. Late swing, foul to the left. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. He makes it safely with a leadoff double in the 6th.
Up next for Philadelphia, the center fielder, number 2, Justin Crawford.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. Off the batter's eye and gone. That one felt good. Trey Turner at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. This one in the air, center field. Mullins on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. The Phillies up big in this one, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
High fly ball out to center field. And there's 2 down. Here comes Real Muto. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. 2 down, nobody on.
Nope, outside.
Fastball is outside. Outside. 3 balls and a strike.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with a 3-1 count.
That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Up next for Philadelphia, the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
He swings and fouls one off. Real Muto off of first with 2 away.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Simpson should have this one. And that is that. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now the catcher for the Rays, Nick Fortes. Foul ball there.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Goes down looking.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Ben Williamson.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Crawford moving under this one. out number 2. Now here is Taylor Walls. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
And a foul ball. The 0-2. And add another K. That's number 7. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in these.
Oh, it gets dirty to first, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. Drilled in the air out towards right center. And there's one down. One out man at first. Alec Bohm digs in now. And that's in the dirt. And that's ball 1. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, Dylan Moore. Runner on first with one down for him. And the Rays, they go to the bullpen. Edwin Uceda.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats.
That one almost got him. Quick toss to first. Back to first, and he's safe. (2-0). And that's another ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
The 3-1.
Hey!
Payoff pitch. Runner on the go. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Runner goes again. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Sosa over at first with one away. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for Philadelphia, the left fielder,
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. 1 for 2. On the ground. Walls. Fires over to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the Rays leadoff. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Tanner Banks.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Here comes the 0-1. Popped up, and that goes foul. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Up next for the Rays, the center fielder, Cedric Muller.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
You're best when you let the game come to you. Tried to make too much happen right there. Not his best at bat.
Still no hits on the board. 1 out away from taking the no-no into the 8th. Caminero at the plate now as he chases after that one. Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Back now in Tampa Bay. And now for the Phillies, Justin Crawford.
Ball 1.
Uceda in his 3rd season, 28 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
Nope.
Swings through that one for strike 2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
This one in the air right field. And there's 2 away. Here is Bryce Harper.
Nope. Ball 1.
Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Pitch is in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back here at Tropicana Field, and this lineup is still hitless as we begin the 8th. He was late there, strike 1. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper. Got him swinging for the K. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda. Just missed.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. The Phils up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Late on that fastball.
I think he was getting on speed, though.
In the air on the infield. Moore under it. 2 down. So just 4 more outs to get through, and the tension is building in the ballpark right now.
Yeah, and we can feel it in the booth. He's got these hitters locked up.
Comes up empty. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout. Back here in Tampa Bay, all set to start the 9th in this one. Here's JT Realmuto. And first offering is fouled off.
Now pitching.
Garrett Clevenger gets the call from the pen.
Garrett Clevenger.
Not even close there. And now it's even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Puts it away for the out.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well. And that's what caused him to pop it up.
Ball, that's low.
That one fouled off. Here's a 1-1. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. The 1-2.
Ball.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. That's out number 2.
Ball's just not carrying the first tonight.
Now, you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout?
No, I'm not that cruel, but someone would say it to me.
Can't glove it cleanly, still manages a throw. Back here at Tropicana Field. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Jose Alvarado.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Strike 2.
Ball.
On the ground to third, Moore. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth. One of their last chances to break up the no-no. Up the middle. Throw short hops him at first. Can't come up with it. He's safe. Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Taylor Walls next to hit for the Rays. Williamson leads off first with 1 away. Rolled over to third. Moore goes to second for 1, and they've done it. It's a combined no-hitter.
Well, no-hitters are awesome, but there's something really fun and cool about a combined no-hitter. What a great day to be at the ballpark. This team got the W. That's what's most important.